Hello everyone, this is Daniel, and hello everyone, this is Daniel, and okay, good. I will be talking to you about the spirit of the Antichrist and the false prophet and the beast. And let me tell you something. There are three spirits individually that are like frogs, but the main one that holds all of them, his name is Prince Yobel. He'll even call himself Pope Yobel because he holds the title Pope Yobel because in the end because if that's 666, by the way. He holds that position anyway in the end because he is the main source of all these spirits. And basically, this spirit will control all the. He will control the beast, which is the mark of the beast and all that. It's complicated, but he will be controlling the beast, the system, and all that. He is the main source for all the people's problems. Now, why do I know this? Well, I'm not the Antichrist. I'm not the false prophet. I'm not the beast. Not the Antichrist, anyway. I've had that spirit, though, and I'm familiar with the spirit, but I'm not going to be dealing with him as a familiar spirit and loving him. I'm going to be cursing him, and I'll be telling you what he's like. This is what he's like. Do you know the group called Police? Okay, the Police band and all that. The main person that has the guitar and has this cool sound. That is the feeling of the beast. There are many other bands I think are out there that are like him in one particular way, but this is the feeling of him. The most perverse feeling that you can ever feel. The one that is immoral. That is the most horrible, yet the most soft and beautiful, but most horrible because they don't know about it. The second one I want to mention is Maroon 5. They have the most insane feeling of the beast because he is, of course, insane. He wants to do these horrible things to us, and that's the insane and violent part of him. The third one, which is I want to get his name, Calvin Harris. Maybe that's his name. Yeah, Calvin Harris. He's a sexual part of him. The song called Summer. You'll get my point later on. He has been in control of Egypt. He has been in control of Babylon, Rome, the false Christians, and the Catholic Church. He's been in control of all that. He is the one that said, let them believe. And they did believe in the wrong God. So anyway, he was able to completely control the church in the Middle Ages, in the medieval times, and then after there, he was able to go through the Baroque times and let that last a long time. And he was there for all kinds of time, except for the time of the Holy Time, which was like the 1800s. Then he came back in the early 1900s, maybe 1940s. I don't know the details of that guy up to there. But he has held like thousands of people without error. And I believe too, like one from the 90s, I don't know where he's at, and he knew that his beliefs were false. I mean, he was basically a mild one of them that he controlled. Yet he knew that his beliefs were false and he had no strong foundation. I was a Satanist. I was falling short and I knew what I was doing. I was considered the worst. I was the ones that survived. Basically, that goes up to today. And even Cake by the Ocean, which I will always remember as the worst song ever. There's also Controlled by Yo Bell and his sexual ways. And he has made mascots of Disney. He has made mascots up to furries. And if you're wondering what he's like sexually, no words can describe it on Earth. What he's like sexually is like beyond perverse. I don't think any site can describe how perverse he is. And he created them, but the sites that I've seen bad. But it takes it way too far. Like if he was to take it too far, he'd go up to if things were chronologically getting worse up in Spike, he'd be in 2500s, and he would still be considered horrible. That's how bad he really is. And we're talking about the spirit of the Antichrist, beast, and false prophet. They're perverse people that are used by the beast, and perverse people that are becoming like wolves and lizards. I don't know if it's spiritually or symbolically or physically, but really, these people, especially the beast that is becoming like the lizard man and the werewolf, these people know what they're doing, and unfortunately, that's what's going on. Is because obviously the spirit is in songs, he's in children's cartoons, he's all over the children's mind, and he in video games as well. Yet he's going to be the spirit of the Antichrist. First, his name is Prince Yobel, but I want you to go for a second on Gematria calculator. He has hidden himself that well. Most people don't even know about it except for the Israelites, and they don't even pay attention to these such things. Go on the Gematria calculator and count Pope Yobel in English, because we're completely blind to what he was all about. He'll be called Pope Yobel, and the mark of his face will be on that forehead and the right arm. And it will either you'll have it on the forehead as a symbol, or you'll have it on your arm as a hologram. That dragon symbol is Pope Yobel. It'll say Pope on it. The papacy, I believe the papacy will be in control, but only as the false prophet. The Antichrist, I don't know who he's like. He's going to take over Jerusalem at one point, but I'm not sure what he's going to do. Then the beast is going to be one of the systems that's in your plant in your arm, and it's going to be another person or the main control of the office. It's like there's going to be like a president, vice president. The president is the Antichrist, I believe, and the vice president is the beast that controls everything else. The president, of course, not president, but king, he tells everyone this is what's going to happen. The beast is what controls everything, unfortunately, as a king and as a dictator or something like that. This, I believe, is Pope Yobel's. He's going to control the government, the world government, as the beast. So forget about that. First it's the Antichrist, which is in America. I don't know if that's the case, but maybe. And then the beast. The Antichrist is going to be the world, but the beast is going to control the money and everything else that is of the world. He's being the controller, and the Antichrist is going to be control of war. So beast, citizen, Antichrist, war. That's how it controls. And the religion is held by the false prophet, which is the Pope. Makes sense, doesn't it? Pope Yobel or Prince Yobel controls it all. Right now, his name is Prince Yobel. I've been contacted by God, and he told me that his name is Prince Yobel. I've only been notified that like for 7 years he's been in freedom until he died. This guy's no YouTuber, and he died I believe in 2006. And his escape was, even though he escaped, he tried to tell everyone about the lies of Satan. And he was no pastor. He was no one special, but he was the evangelist, and somehow someone murdered him because Pope really felt Prince Yobel felt really bad about him. And instead of murdering me, he wants me to turn back to him because, for that guy, Prince Yobel was really angered because he knew that he should have done better with him, so he tried to murder him before he really accepted Jesus into his heart or anything like that. But, that guy still knew God, and in secret he did accept Jesus into his heart, even as in spiritual terms, because he knew how far down the tube he went. For me, it was gradual enough that we thought, oh, okay, how about you do this? How about you do that? Slowly. Because he was stronger with me. He was much stronger with me. He was much more aggressive because he lost someone, and he went back to me for a stronghold. But when he lost me, he thought it was over. So he's like a leopard, but he's really the worst leopard and monster that you could ever imagine. Even worse than you can ever imagine. He's a monster that you don't even want to see. Even though he's beautiful as a dragon, really. That's what I'm going to mention. That he's a dinosaur dragon, but he's a reptile as a dinosaur and a dragon. He's like a raptor, but a really huge raptor. I don't know how to describe him, but he's I don't even know his color, but basically he only has one form that is true, and he has other forms that are like the angels, and other forms that are for everyone, and perversion and images and all that. Of course, yeah. But then there's the devil, which has two forms, angel of light and the angel of darkness, which is like a dog form. Go figure. Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. He is manifested in Yobel, that is in humanity, but he's the one that is the commander of Yobel, but Yobel is the one that is acting upon it. He's a prince. He knows what he's doing in this area. He's for the citizens and for people who are popular. Doesn't get everyone, but he tries to get as many people as possible that are really confused, and he gets them really powerful into the darkness. As for the Antichrist, he was a guy for the light, but I believe he was taken back maybe in 2008, and is slowly going and decaying, like I'm reviving. As you can see, this is like apostasy that is Yobel. And all that kind of stuff that he's doing is he's wrecking church grounds. He is wrecking. Through me, he wrecked a church. If it was done by the false prophet and the Antichrist and the beast, he'd wreck everyone's faces off really easily. As I wrecked a church one time. So Yobel, or what we should call Pope Yobel, he knows what he's doing. And he knows how to make people become Satanists. He is a very powerful enemy of God. He is absolutely powerful, and he does not look hideous. He's not scary. yet he is very cunning. I mean, not like a snake, but really, he's the one that made dragons look beautiful and made them like good guys. First like good guys, and now like beautiful. You gotta remember that he perverts everything that he tries to get as redeemed as him, because when he knows he's a beast in an original form, he tries to make everyone love that original form. So this beast really knows what he's doing, and he's trying to make the Antichrist love him and all that. They're going to be people, but they're going to be people literally influenced by the demons and that pup himself. And that pup Yobel. I mean, okay, so how does he do it? It's all by the head. It's all by the mind. But you gotta remember, if you really wreck your body, that's like all of them do it. Then he has been influencing you as beast body, and he controls you easily that way. I believe. I mean, unfortunately, people have been hiding this, but unfortunately, those that love beast more than man, that's what Pope Bill does. He makes people love beast more than men. Simon's son. So if he makes people rather want to mark just for freedom for technology, all the technology is going to be for beasts. It's going to be for witchcraft. It's going to be only for that. You can only talk about witchcraft and all that and all the beasts, and every Christian is going to be left in the dark without technology, because it's going to be a beast system on the computers. Imagine not having a computer anymore, guys. That's going to come down to when it comes to the mark of the beast. And soon, Yobel's going to take a turn where he's going to go after every Christian that is weak, and he's going to take a turn after the Christian after that, which is strong. He's going to really be a hard one to shake off, unless God is the one intervening in stuff. God's going to really intervene with these people so that they can be strong without certain things and all that, like computers and all kinds of technology, whatever we have in the future. So as in holograms, I mean, it's going to be a little bitty thing, a little chip on your skin. Not just on your skin, but it's going to be a needle that's going to be like a regular needle. It's going to be placed securely in the hand, where it's right here. It's going to be a small needle, a much smaller needle. It's going to have an end that's computer generated images. As you buy, you have the beast. That's all I could say. And Mr. Yobel, he simply knows that music and all the stuff that is bought are going to be his. So everything that he makes as his, like video games, Warcraft, and all that, all the stuff on computers are going to be all about Satan and all about Christ. Every technological part of the computers is going to be about sex, witchcraft, all the sins that you can imagine, except for murder. And, well, like murder, too. I don't know. But, it's just going to be a really dreadful day for the Christians. But when we are through and all done with all the horrible things of Yobel, and when he's defeated and locked up for 1,000 years, we'll have our freedoms. The only freedom we will not have is to not sin. we will have freedom with God forever and ever. And we will be really wanting to go after God all the time. And we will have new bodies and all that. We will get to do whatever we want to do and not sin. It'll be beautiful, paradise. And Jesus, we will love Jesus forever. Be strong, okay? Anyway, I'll be done now because I want to do certain things, and okay. I'll be done now, okay? Bye.